What's up, guys? John Howell here, officialjohnhowell.com. Let me just pick this up, people. Just doing a bit of cardio this Sunday morning, and I'll be back this afternoon to do some weights as well too. Quick little tip for you guys that are looking on health, something I've been focusing on myself as well. Quick little tip is if you eat what you eat during the day, and it's a lot of carbs, if you go to the gym at night afterwards instead of the morning, the morning's good for getting your mind right, but at night when you go to the gym, all that energy in the system you've been eating, whether it's chocolate or lollies or lots of carbs, all that sort of stuff, lots of fat, if you train really hard at night time, then that's going to mobilize into energy for the workout, and therefore you're going to put on less fat, or maybe not no fat at all. So bit of a health tip for you guys. Anyway, I've just been finishing Sunday morning cardio for me, guys. I've been listening to Dr. Wayne Dyer, and he's been talking about before you go to sleep, put into your mind, or in your forefront of your mind, the things that you want to think about. And I heard Tony Robbins talk about this as well too. He says if he has a question that he's not sure about, he will ask that question. He might write it down at night before he goes to sleep, and by the morning he actually has an answer to that question. Because when we go to sleep, we're tapping into that infinite wisdom, which is the subconscious. Dr. Wayne Dyer talks about how when we go to sleep, we're all focused on what's wrong in our life and what's happening in our life. And guys, even I do that sometimes. But that's the reason why I do what I do every day, guys. I train hard on my physical body, and I train hard every day to make myself better every day. Because the more I change inside, the more everything changes on the outside. Jim Rohn says for everything to change, you need to change. So anyway, I've been learning that, and some things that I'm thinking about doing, like a 90-day challenge around, or even like a 30-day challenge, whatever it is going to bed and writing the I ams. That's what Dr. Wayne Dyer says. Or if there's a question on your mind, write the question down on a piece of paper before you go to sleep, and let your mind think about that to come up with a question or come up with the answer. I think sometimes we put too much stuff into our mind that are clouds from what we're actually really thinking and what we really want and what we really need in our life. And we fill it up so much with so much junk and so much shit all the time that we just struggle to move forward because we're so weighed down and bogged down by everyone else's belief systems. So I think that's why sometimes, that's why listening to, videos out there on YouTube that are nothing about doom and gloom and about that everything that's gone wrong in your life, that's not going to do anything but hurt your results. So if you're one of these people that listen to, the doom and gloom of these videos, all you're focusing on is fear. And you're making a decision based on that fear itself. You're making a decision based on what is wrong. And guys, I've done this myself, coming from a humble place. I bring my soul, my heart, and my love out to you guys. I watch these videos because you guys want more. And sometimes people don't know, and that's why I'm doing this video today. Because if you think about it, right, if we watch those videos or listen to those people that just do videos based on fear, it's fear-based marketing, which gets a lot of people to focus on it, which gives them a lot more sales to their subscription or the newsletter. Do you know what I mean? That's why, like a lot of people out there, they do that sort of videos because a lot of people watch that stuff. But you have to be honest with yourself, and you have to ask yourself a question. Is this really serving me? Knowing this information, is this really helping me move forward? Now we can know the facts about the economy, and then we can make a decision, move forward there. But I would say that if you ask yourself that question, is me watching these videos every day and listening to this sort of stuff every day, is it actually helping me move forward? And I would have to say no. And that's my personal experiences. And if you're honest with yourself, you probably come up with the same conclusion as well too. The same conclusion is coming from a place of saying that every single result in my life has come from the actions that I take. And every single action I've taken has come from the decisions I make. And every single decision I make has come from the way I think and how I see things and my belief systems. And my belief systems and my values and my belief systems and my thought systems are directly impacted to what I'm listening to every single day. So you can see this has a downward spiral. And so listening to these things is not going to help you get ahead in life at all, because it's going to bog you down, it's going to weigh you down. Because even in the toughest environments, we need to have that strong mindset, that I can do anything mindset, that I can accomplish anything mindset. And when we're listening to all there's negative videos out there all the time, that what's bad. Yes, there's a lot of things bad out there, we know that. Take that, now let's move forward. And moving forward in life from that is all about transitioning into a more positive, more strong-based mindset, but a truth mindset. So you condition your mind for success, failure and stuff like that, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But you move yourself in such a way where every day you're seeing the truth for what it really is. And the truth for what it really is, if you're talking trading sense, is all about the charts. The truth of what it really is, to take your shirt off, look in the mirror, and are you happy with what you see? The truth are in the results, right? That's all it comes down to. The truth are in the results. And I have never, ever, ever gotten a good result by watching a video time and time again, or videos time and time again, of how shit the economy is and how it's going to collapse. Because the same people say it's going to collapse right now have been the same people who've been saying it for years. And I was one of those guys. I take my hat off and say, man, I got that wrong. Now, if you look at the way things are being manipulated, if the government just let the system do what it was supposed to do, yeah, we should have had a lot more of a pullback. But regardless of that, the truth are in the result, right? And if you're not getting the result you want in life, it's about looking at yourself. And one of the things that I've noticed within inside myself, guys, is a lot of things: fear of failure, fear of success, sabotaging myself. And so focusing on those things is not really helping me move forward, right? And it's like, how is this actually helping me move forward? Because as the market comes down or whatever happens, we need to have that mindset, that belief that we can do this. We need to have the mindset and that belief and the thought process that we can achieve what we want to achieve. And by listening to motivational stuff like Tony Robbins or Zig Ziglar, or some, for my private clients, the millionaire interviews that I've got in the membership area, especially, my mentor, I did a 2-hour interview with him, a lot of people love that. By listening to this sort of stuff, you get insights to what it really takes and what it really takes to help you move forward. And by coming from that place every day, and there's two things here. One, being completely honest with yourself and say the truth are in the results. And if I'm not getting the result I want, it's not about the system, it's about me. It's about what am I doing? And secondly is like, are we actually taking the appropriate steps to condition our mind that we believe we can actually achieve this? And I was also setting ourselves up for success. Let me give you an example here. If you listen to a lot of people out there that have negative videos out there, they say how shit the government is, how much the government's taking away our freedoms, how much this is not right, how much that's not right, and how much the economy's going to collapse and we're going to burn to hell and nothing's going to ever enter or never return. Those videos people are saying that, those videos are based on, you know, the fear. And if you think about that for a minute, that is coming from a place where we want to move forward in our life, but we're focused on all these wrong things in life. Where your focus goes, energy flows and things go. And you focus on everything that's going wrong in life, that's all you're going to see. What's wrong and what's right is always there. And so whatever you're focusing on, most of my day, I am focused on what's so good about my life. One of the things that my partner says to me all the time, one of the reasons why she fell in love with me is because I laugh a lot. And I say, and I'm looking at the positive side a lot of times in life. I'm not perfect, and I do have my belief systems as well, but I laugh a lot, and I enjoy my life, because life is a gift. And when you've gone through cancer in your life, guys, at like 25 years of age, and the doctor says you got 6 months to live, and this is a 15-year specialist, trust me guys, you keep bringing yourself back to that place. It's like, wow, I'm not going through a lot of stressful times right now, but how great is this to be able to experience what we're experiencing in this world right now? The technology, the excitement, what's happening in the markets, the opportunities. And so you start to look at life a lot differently. But to need a foreground, you need a background. Or to need to be grateful for the future, you know, you need the foreground, so you need so you need a background. And I've got the background. And every day I continue to get that background because I bring myself there. So if you go from that negative place, focusing on what's wrong all the time, that's all you're going to get. That's all you're going to receive is what's wrong. But if you condition yourself and focusing on what's right and focusing on where you want to go instead of focusing on where you don't want to go, there's two different distinctions, right? One focus, where you don't want to go, you're going to go where you don't want to go, or where you want to go, and make a decision based on that. And listening to these negative videos and negative articles and reports about everything that's going wrong in life is not going to help you move forward. What's going to help you move forward is listening to these really successful people out there that are obviously success. And trust me guys, getting really successful as in financial term, as in freedom, as in health, as in love and connection, as in true happiness, true fulfillment, that is a difficult process. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But moving forward into, you know, listen to these positives, listen to these guys, they tell you the truth of what it's like to move forward in a big way. They tell you the truth about what it's like to break through these limiting beliefs. And if you're not seeing yourself moving forward in life, you might be doing the same thing year after year after year. It's because you're running on these patterns. And these patterns are habitual. They go again and again and again and again and again. You know what I mean? And so these patterns in life that run our blueprint, that run our life, they're running ourselves into the ground. We don't even realize that. Because we don't give ourselves time to stop and think, what the hell is really going on? Why am I really getting what I'm getting? And a lot of people like to use the system, or the government, or the coach, or the mentor, or the training, you know, the partner, or the reason why they're not getting results, because it's so much easier to blame someone, right? The whole analogy is that, you know, there's two builders in a city. One builder builds a massive skyscraper, absolutely beautiful skyscraper. And the other one, and this other one represents most people out there. The other one, he wants to build a big skyscraper too as well too. But man, that took a lot of work. That took a lot of energy to actually move forward that way. And what happened was, you know, does he go through all that work and that heartache of planning and thinking about it and being creative around building a next really good building and bringing a team together and putting it together, and as he builds it, he's going to come across, you know, a lot of hard times. He's going to come across a lot of problems, but he has to be creative. He has to bring more people in. He has to change his approach just slightly. He has to keep going. He may want 3 bathrooms, but now he wants 2 bathrooms. You know what I mean? Like, if you think about this, that's the journey to success. Or then he might take a major roadblock where the banks now stop lending him money. It's like, how do I hold this? So you've got to be more creative about bringing more money into to keep building this massive skyscraper. And then he builds the massive skyscraper because he's built on courage. He's built on determination. He's built on success. That's what successful people do. They just do that. But unfortunately, there's another way around. And what most people do is they just say, I want to cut that building down so I can be the tallest building here. Because that's much easier, right? To cut someone down than build themselves up. Build yourself up is a fucking difficult task. Really, really is. And that's where a lot of people out there, they really want to, you know, they want to take the easy road out by blaming someone else. Blaming something else. It's like, no. Everything is happening to us because of what we do. And we have to be honest about that. And so watching those negative things out there and stuff like that, it's not really helping us. But by conditioning our mind day after day after day, we're just strengthening our mind to get us to say, you know what? If we really want to be successful in life, there's two different things. You can keep knocking someone else's building down, but you will never, ever, ever, ever grow. You'll never become the person that you truly want to become. You'll never experience the things you want to experience. You'll never truly fulfill those dreams that you never had in life. Because you're always trying to knock other people's buildings down. And say, this system shit, that thing shit. But by listening to those positive stuff, giving you the belief. And it's one of the things I believe people try to knock other people's buildings down is because their belief systems and the way they see things in life. And so that's the reason why, guys, every day you need to condition your mindset. You need to read books. You know, you need to read books of successful people. Don't just read like a novel or something like that. Read success. Because every day, this is a success journey. You know, guys, and the success journey starts with this, and I'm experiencing some of this right now. When I first started, I had the fear of failure. Fear of failure was, this is not going to work. You know, only the successful people do this. Only certain type of people can they do this. This is not really for me. And you may be actually doing what you want to do, you might be trading, but you're struggling with it. Most of that is actually your belief systems. And you know, it's all a belief system. So we go from fear of failure and we go through all that mental. That's why, guys, 90+% of your success comes from your mindset and 20% mechanics, or 10-20% mechanics. So you go through all this struggle of belief, of fear of failure. But we don't like call it fear of failure. We just call it to say, this didn't work because someone else didn't do the work. Someone else didn't do the work. They're so shit scared of actually putting 100% effort in and committing to the process. So I'm going to do this until. You want to truly succeed at trading? I'm going to do this until. And be smart about your positions and look at the long-term view with the short-term trade, or the long-term view with the short-term action. And so moving forward, I went from fear of failure to overcoming it. And how I came over that fear of failure, I trained myself, I conditioned myself, I went jogging every day, I listened to motivation, so yes, I can do this. I went to Tony Robbins event, and I made things happen in my life. But then when you start to get successful, you start to go through a thing called fear of success. It's like, what if I'm successful and no one loves me? Then that's not what I really want. And I want people to love me, and I want people to look up to me, and I want to be able to support people. But you know, if I become successful and the people around me, they're going to say, well, what do you think you are? You're money hungry. I went through that myself. Focus on growing success and getting over the fear of failure. Now I've got all these people saying, oh, you're just money hungry. It's like, no, I just don't like to be broke. And so then you go through the fear of success, and you go through that hard times, and it's all your belief systems and everything you're listening to. That's the reason why, guys, these negative things is not helping you move forward on your mindset. And then bam, you go through that fear of success, and you actually start to achieve success. Now you go through the sabotage, because you feel guilty for actually having the success. You know what I mean? You actually feel guilty for having that success. You go through a sabotage. And guys, I've done that this year. And I'm like, and what I say to myself is that I know I'm truly more capable of achieving what I'm achieving in my life right now. And going from there. So guys, be careful of these traps. Because along the journey, that's the reason why success is hard to get, because you go from fear of failure, fear of success, and then when you get success, you start to sabotage it because you believe you don't deserve it. You know, it might be the people you hang around with, it might be the way you're thinking, and then you've got to get over that fear of sabotage. And guys, I've done a couple things this year, if I'm honest with myself. I was still talking to my partner this morning, that I was sabotaging myself. So, guys, here's some things I'm thinking on a Sunday morning. This is what it takes, guys, to really move forward in a big way. It's doing this not just once, but doing this again and again and again every single week. By conditioning your mind to move forward, unlaying those layers on the onion, and get into the root cause of what's really stopping you from moving forward and taking action. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.